Listen! Listen to the word of the Lord. What do I have planned for September? What about Israel? What I'm about to tell you, says the Spirit, is not only for the land of Israel and the people of Israel, but this is for you, says the Lord, is turning for Israel. The tide is turning for you. What speak I of, says the Lord? A very strange thing shall happen in September. Moving into the fall, where there shall be a great fall. Fall of the enemies, fall of kings, fall of princes. I shall do a strange thing in Egypt again. For even as David met an Egyptian who was the son of a Amalekite, who had been rejected because he was sick, David was about to go and take back what was stolen from him. David and his men were tired, and they came to an Egyptian, fed him, and he revealed to them where the enemy was. I shall use Egypt again. Yes, for those who are insulted because Egypt was fed bread, and Egypt was fed by David, an Egyptian. And many have said, why do you help Egypt? But God says, for a season, I will reveal a strange thing. Some of those who have been enemies of Israel shall suddenly turn and change their tune for a season. And I will restore, and I will deliver, and I will bring friendship for a season. And many of the enemies that now stand shall be non-existent, says the Spirit of God. It shall take 2 years, 2 years, but watch how I bless Israel. Watch how the rain comes to America. Watch how the rain comes to my kingdom. Watch and see, for God says, beginning in September, I will turn everything around, and my people shall see an intervention of a kind that they have never seen before, says the Lord. The Spirit of God says, speak. I speak. Speak. Speak, Spirit of God, for many are watching and listening. Yeah. And what of a man who is on the golf course? The Spirit of God says, I have given opportunity after opportunity. Now, shall I use Israel again to defeat the Syrian, to defeat those who creep closer? This nation has had an opportunity of a lifetime. Ferguson cries out, give us blood. Missouri cries out, give us blood. The nations cry out, give us blood. But there is only one blood that speaks of better things than that of Abel. It is the blood of my son, and watch how it speaks this year, says the Lord. And what hear we from the caves? What hear we? I am in a conversation now of strongholds, of princes. What now? We have wooed, we have flattered, we have seduced, and yet there is a remnant that will not fall for this. this light that invades our territory. What are the stars saying? What are the stars of God saying? When they whisper, Yeshua, Yeshua. Is there not enough compromise? Have we not wooed the spiritual leaders and the shepherds enough to shut up? And why do I have a vision of light coming north, south, east, and west? What is this that they say? What say the prophets of today? We have wooed them to look away from the future. And yet there is a remnant that constantly drag themselves into the light of tomorrow and speak it. We have used all of our resources. What now? Have you heard that the leader of the nation, the greatest nation of the earth, prayed? When was this? He is desperate, but will not show it. We must stop him from saying the name Yeshua, my light. You who took into your bowels the Son of the living God, and then presented him from that same soil of pain and blood to be the shining light to the world. I will not forget you. And to those who have been born out of Israel, Yeshua. I have given to you, and now is the time as the heavens have opened. I have given to you favor, says the Lord. I have given to you an authority to trample upon what you just heard, coming from the depths of despair and the dungeons of hell. You have been granted peace. For I have released cherubim, seraphim, and 2 mighty angels to fight and to battle over Persia and over the lakes and the mountains. My people have entered a door you cannot return. Now raise your hands to him. I heard him say, the time has come. The time has come for the nations to know the power of my word and my son. They shall open their hearts. A 5-year period of amazing grace is coming. Grace, grace, grace from the mountains, grace from the towns, grace from the villages, grace from the counties, and grace from the states, and grace from the nations. Grace! 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 Everybody watching me all over the world. God just spoke an amazing, amazing word. And I want you to listen to me, please. The Spirit spoke to me in the early hours of this morning. was awakened. And he said, there's going to be a turning, a change. Favorable occasions are here. And he said to me, there is a key to unlock the one thing that seems literally impossible. And when we sang that today, it wasn't just a pretty song. Faith can make possible what is impossible for that which is impossible. As I heard the Spirit speaking to me, He said to me, I desire for my people in this hour to bless Israel and to sow into my people. This word that has come today is just the beginning of turnarounds. How many of you are ready for a turnaround, a change in the tide?